Well, a lot of people got to take a look and realize what's happening here in Canada, and it's about your right to grow.
The reason we're doing this event is we need to save these marijuana gardens in Canada.
I will always fight for this plant. It's something that we all do. It's something that some of us do more than others. And I think you should all get involved and do more, because we're not doing enough for this plant.
And we're going to finish this fight. It's a $250,000 fight, but we're going to finish it. You know, and make it a constitutional right to continue to cultivate, so the stuff we smoke, we can continue to grow at home.
Do our thing, you know what I mean? Do our part. Everybody got to do their part, so, you know, we're just trying to do our part. Gathering the people together under some good vibes, and you know what I'm saying?
Welcome back to another edition of Cannabis to Canada with Jason Wilcox, coming to you live from British Columbia, Canada. I mean, we've done some crazy stuff. We have a lot of stuff planned. We're going to be bringing you a lot of different stuff. I'm already heavily medicated and ready to have some fun with my friends and bring it to you live. And quite literally, we're live streaming it, as well as this documentary that we'll bring to you. So we look forward to seeing you next part. Cheers. Eric, once again, thank you for coming down and performing for the Coalition. You know, and we look forward to bringing your solo performance to everybody. All right, welcome back. It's Jason Wilcox. I'm downstairs in the green room, chilling it out for a little bit, getting away from the crowd, and I'm sitting here with good old John Barafella, one of the national representatives from day one, one of the first picks that was for the team, if you have it, and has been a team member ever since. John, national rep, here representing the Coalition. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, a lot of people got to take a look and realize what's happening here in Canada, and it's about your right to grow. It's not just your own medicine, it's about you're ready to grow, period, and what they're trying to do to us. So you got to really take a look at what's actually happening with the laws. I mean, really, it's not just about medical patients, it's about everybody who wants to grow anything indoors, period. I mean, Jason's talked about it, I've talked about it, we've talked about this in general, but if you really take a good look at the laws, and if they actually place these laws and they go through, it's going to eradicate growing your own food and vegetables in your own house and gardens. Like I always say, grow your own medicine, grow your own food. Don't stop. I will never give up. I will never stop fighting. That's why you see me on the news, CTV, CBC. I will always fight for this plant. It's something that we all do. It's something that some of us do more than others, and I think you should all get involved and do more, because we're not doing enough for this plant.
Yeah, Van City, make some noise! Hey, yo, we got any Rascal fans out there? We can't hear you. Hey, yo, K-Rec, let's run some Rascal tracks real quick. One time for your mind. Yeah. Hey, yo, I go by the name of Fettuccine now, Lorenzo, a.k.a. Red One. Representing the Rascal crew, it goes the border. You better have that shit in order. Cause in Van City, we don't play, no way. Hey, yo, we got him in a tight grip. A tight lip while we killer types get live with the mic check. Hit him with the right left, make sure it's priceless. Rascal sass on Van City's nicest. So let our word shine bright like we iced it. For me familiar, gotta keep it righteous. And for me raza, cause they don't like us. Try to hold me down, but you know we gon' rise up. Open your eyes, better hook with them guys up. Who got the close to overthrow before your time's up. Enemy, your friend, better make your mind up. 9mm pen ready, gotta bind up. Even though time's rough, we stay mind tough. Yeah, you know enough. If you want to find us, just follow the crowd and get into the lineup. Cause you can get it, all you gotta do is before you cross the border, you better have your shit in order. Cause in Van City, we don't play no way. It's a crazy world we live in. You gotta get in where you fit in. Cause you might find yourself by yourself this way. So we stay. Let me hear you.
Alright, so we got Red One and his crew just kind of rolled up in the building. They're going to be getting up on stage once again, supporting the cause. Now, Red, we sat down quite some time ago before the first concert, and you said, you know what, we're going to get up on stage and we're going to make money. So $144,000 later, here we are. What do you got to say about that?
Wow, man, I just want to shout out everybody that's been supporting the cause, and you know what I mean, shout out to my man right here, you know what I mean, been doing a lot of work for a lot of people, and you know, we call it the front line, so you know, we really appreciate you for that, my brother. And, you know, we just here trying to do a show and trying to help support the cause and do our thing, you know what I mean? Do our part. Everybody got to do their part. So, you know, we're just trying to do our part, gathering the people together under some good vibes, and, you know what I'm saying?
Awesome.
For, you know, to keep our cause going.
Absolutely, and you know, Red. The one thing about Red Med and Red and his crew is that they put their they walk their talk. They've come and they've performed. They've come and they performed again. Last time we raised $17,000. This time we're already around $5,000. So you know, this is just in sponsorship and industry. People stepping up and saying, you know, we're going to do this and we're going to finish this fight. It's a $250,000 fight, but we're going to finish it. You know, and make it a constitutional right to continue to cultivate, so the stuff we smoke, we can continue to grow at home. This is Jason Wilcox, and we'll see you in the next segue. Peace out.
It's really living. You can't get the plug on the vibe that we give it. Hip hop is living. It's really living. You can't get the plug on the vibe that we give it like.
Ready to twist up the northwest. Gotta be cautious. How we exhibit
I was that to the people. Yeah, please comatose kids to matter. And yo, first before my verse. May Buddha bless you, cause he blessed me. Inform a smoke from a tree with abilities to summon powers of the dreaded fist. And deliver sin to the world that's a terrorist. So from a distance, you see shrapnel in the green. In an instant, you got to recognize this week. Your black belt dapper dance to the 8th degree. The champion is what? Red One. Cause I mean, all that around me, I they all better. I'm written on with the knowledge. Make moves strong and abolished. Terrorizing tracks like Genghis Khan. Be the voice. Artists from Northwest, Saigon and yes. Word to the uplifted fist of the dread. Clear cutting MCs like McMillan blow down. So go tell a friend and so on and so on.
I'd like to take a second right now, and we'd like to thank a few people. We'd like to thank Fortune Sound. We'd like to thank everybody for coming out. Thanks for supporting us. We'd like to thank all the bands. Ruskin River Band, Harvest, Odyssey, and of course, Red One. And Jason's got a whole list.
Absolutely. One for the venue here tonight, we had Green Planet Nutrients. Been a long-time supporter of the coalition. Big shout out to Justin from Green Planet. There for us from the start. Same with Pacific Northwest Garden Supply. Valley Indoor, a lot of things have been given, as you can see on the display. Paradise Gardens donated $1,000. They're in Ontario, so that's how far-reaching the coalition is. Karuna Medicinal Foundation was $1,000. Weeds, Glass, and Gifts was $500. Fresh Headies was gifts and stuff. Crop King Seeds had some gift packages. And Press for Truth was here live streaming it and working in concert with Cannabis in Canada to bring it to everybody live on their channel. So thanks to Press for Truth and Men Under Pressure, who have not been under any pressure tonight, but certainly have been helping to destroy the crowd. So those are our sponsors. I'd also like to give a shout out to Redbeard and to MedMan, because MedMan won the second and third place there. He gave the cups to the coalition, and I believe Redbeard handled the auctioning, and it was $1,770 for the coalition for that glass. So once again, more fundraising, and thanks to everybody. Really love you all, and once again, we can win this fight, but we can only do it together. We know why you're here. You've been with the coalition from day one, so tell us a bit about your new nutrient company.
Well, you know, I'm not going to say too much about it because this is all about saving the gardens and the coalition tonight. But I have a nutrient company that is going to make a full line of nutrients. We're already out there with a cloning gel called Ramos Roots, and we have a distributor, Green Planet Nutrients, and they're distributing that product across Canada. Thank you, Green Planet. But what's happened is we've teamed up with another guy, another company basically, and this guy had a shell company, and we're going to move my company into shell company, and we're going public.
Awesome. And Remo's Roots is going awesome, and Green Planet, sponsor of this event. Thank you, Green Planet, for everything. I mean, they were the ones that actually paid for this event to make this happen, and yeah, big ups to them.
The reason we're doing this event is we need to save these marijuana gardens in Canada. It's more than just our small, medical marijuana gardens. See, what's going to happen is in the next election, they're probably going to legalize it. And if we lose this fight, when they legalize, nobody else is going to be able to grow cannabis at their place because it's been deemed unsafe for us. So we cannot lose our fight here.
Exactly. They're going to say the 40,000 sick patients, look at what the fire, mold, and organized crime was an issue with them. We certainly can't do this for all of Canada. They were posturing for that, but we sure threw a wrench in their engine with that injunction, didn't we?
We sure did. And you know what? I think the LPs actually want this to happen because they want to grow for everybody. But you know what? I think every individual should be able to grow cannabis in their home if they choose, they want to do that, right?
Absolutely. Well, until they prove that there's some sort of harm, because I keep saying it's a safe, harmless herb that shouldn't be, governed like a gun, or let alone by the feds whatsoever. But that's just my personal opinion. I believe it should be handed down to the people, no different than any other thing that you can farm at home. Ramo, thanks for coming on the show. Of course, a lot of people are going to see us on stage. People online are going to see us on stage.
I'm Ramo, this is Jason. Woo! Hey, that was short. Thumbs up, everybody. We're here protecting our gardens, and we've got the federal government under restraining order. I'd like to say thank you to everybody who's come out. We got a great crowd here tonight, and I hope everybody really has a good time and know what the cause is that you're fighting for, because really they're posturing in this country to legalize and to have it where you can buy your cannabis at 7-Eleven, like Labatt's Cannabis or Wilson Cannabis, and quite frankly, the federal injunction that's in place threw a wrench in that. So I'm really proud to say that back in the day when I went to Ramo, went to John Conroy, went to other people to form a group that was able to actually take on Goliath, if you have it, and this MMPR that was going to do this. That was back in 2012. Everybody's talking about it now. They were in 2012. They thought I was freaking nuts. Restrain the federal government? Yeah, right. That's just a fancy word for an injunction. An injunction is basically a restraining order, which is, what we have in place. So I'm not going to ramble on too much. I know the band's waiting to play, but I want to really thank everybody, remind people that this fight is 60% funded. There's 40% left to go. We have 144,000 raised, and that's from patients fighting to protect your medicine. Everybody who's smoking here tonight, it likely came from a garden that's licensed. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. This is just the way it is. This paper is never separated medical from recreational, and this culture is not divided from medical to recreational. One planet, one love.
Trying to help me with this. Everybody in the smoke, you got something like that shit up right now. We smoking mirror, that good, like you should, hey, should. We smoking marijuana. Let go. We smoking marijuana. Let go. We smoking marijuana. Hey, I'll pass it to you. Yeah. You pass it to me. Yeah. We smoking marijuana. Light it up, roll it up. We slide it up, roll it up. Light it up, roll it up. We slide it up. Put your lips on it. I'm trying to smoke, not
I'm back with Daryl. Now, Daryl is a big-time BC activist who's been at many different events, 420s, Cannabis Days, you know, rocking it out. Now, you're here supporting the MMAR Coalition, Daryl. Tell us a bit about it.
Well, I don't know. I literally just had like a 1 gram dab, so I'm trying to deal with reality right now. But I'm here supporting. I'm always supporting. I'm a comedian, so all I talk about is this shit and the hypocrisy that goes on and the shit that needs to change. So I'm just here to support and try to figure out how to breathe again.
Oh, you went to the dab station. Was it the hookah pipe?
It was the Fumo. Look.
Yeah, the Fumo pipe.
Oh man, this is a peace pipe of the 21st century.
Oh, dude, 1 gram. That's like a big dab.
That's a heavy dab.
So those out there, dabs are in the house. I don't know why there ain't more people out there packing that house. You know, free dabs across the street. You know, come join us. You know, there is a party going down, and there are a lot of good people here. And you know, this is where the good medicine's at. Any closing remarks, Daryl? Any shout-outs?
Just come down, check out your dispensaries, support them, because it's getting weird right now. I don't know what's going on.
You know, we do have the federal government under a restraining order, and we got them slated for trial. So, you know, hey, we're happy about that. But Daryl, thanks for coming on the show, and yeah. And to everybody live streaming, keep paying attention because there's lots more coming. And for the documentary, we'll see you in the next segue. Cheers.
Put it on them. Are you really ready for some super dynamite soul?
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Come on. Pump your fist like this. Come on. Pump your fist like this, girl. Pump your fist like this. Big time. No doubt. Knock 'em up. Knock 'em out. Payday. Well, shit, let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world. Heavyweight. Big time, no doubt. Knock 'em up, knock 'em out. Payday, well shit, let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world.
Well, I can feel it, adrenaline, I'ma face it and relax. Inside of my adversaries, engage how they react. Cause at this point for me, I got to think to turn it back. It's really not an option, I'ma dead them in they track. If they running interference, any type of back chat, I won't hesitate, I legislate and lay them down flat. The frontin' and opposing don't never amount to jack. When I show up, making aggravated thoughts and welding gaps.
Big time, no doubt. Knock 'em up, knock 'em out. Payday, well shit, let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world. Heavyweight, big time, no doubt. Knock 'em up, knock 'em out. Payday, well shit, let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world. Number one with a bullet. What? Shooting up the charts and I'm hard to stop. When I start, I do it to the fullest. Break a leg when it's game time. Lay him out like straight line. Smoking on that purple stuff. You heard it through the grapevine. Don't roll the dice with Texas ice. We end your life. We cold as ice with nickel 9. It's time to rock. Set it off. You pay the price. Step in my arena. Defenders is undefeated. The undisputed heavyweights of the world. And your speakers turn it up. Got the and the power. Yeah, competition get devoured, yeah. It's no debate. Niggas like me, we motivate. You love to hate, I'm looking good, I'm feeling great. I do it big like heavyweight. Hey, big time, no doubt. Line 'em up, knock 'em out. Payday, we shit, let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world. Heavyweight, big time, yeah, no doubt. Line 'em up, knock 'em out. Payday, we should let's celebrate. We're the champions of the world. Somebody say checkmate, checkmate. Say checkmate, checkmate. Say black night, black night. Say red one, red one. You already fucking know.
Yeah. Yo, we got one more phone? Is that what it is?
I think so.
One more.
Yeah.
We blowing smoke out the sunroof, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all love to smoke like me. Make sure y'all check me at Cannon Clinic on Granville. Also check on Red Mad. Yeah. Can I smell it in the air? Can I smell it in the air? Can I smell it in the air? God damn. I'm like Mary Jane, I love you. Nothing else above you. Pop out my photo, smoke out the sunroof. Cops in my rear view, puff till it kills you. Streets show me love, they say heat wave will feel you. Yeah, I like my bass clap. Yeah, I got a great sound. Shake your whole block. Smell it before I pop. Money, yeah, she cop. Shorty, pull your top. Giving you some OG kush, something that is proper. Pretty girls every day usually call me Papa. Fresh Prince of the city, let's get it nada. So I let the boy, I could be your father. Gold diggers love the dick better than some Prada. Holla, and I can smell it in the air. God damn, I can smell it in the air. God damn, I can smell it in the air. God damn, how many of you have like this? Yo, when I say BC, y'all say Kush. BC Kush, BC Kush. When I say BC, y'all say Kush. BC Bud, BC Bud. Okay.
So we're now done the night. People are packing up and heading out. Red One and his crew just threw down and did some freestyle. Definitely a good night. I'm extremely medicated, and yeah, I was hanging out with some really like-minded people, and we still raised several $1,000s for the coalition. So if we have to do it one chunk at a time, we hope to finish it in the end. This is Jason Wilcox, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.